everybody! Hola mi a todo el mundo! Welcome! How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You may notice that the BGM right now is not my normal hyper BGM that I used to work. That is because today I am very sleepy. And I don't know that it's going to actually stop happening as the stream goes on. I don't feel like I'm going to wake up anytime soon. So I decided to give us yeah! Chill BGM. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. As I said, I'm very sleepy. So bear with me for a minute. Yeah. Tide Trooper, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Officer, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Leo, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Also, you're watching from work, or rather, you can't watch because of work. So I'm thankful that you even just came here to say hello. Thank you. Lamia? What were you trying to say, officer? Lamia. I have no idea what the freak you're trying to say. What were you trying to say? Ranker, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Borator, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Still writing a comment under the reaction. I'll be late. Understandable. Don't let me interrupt your train of thought. Riptish, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Just a day. How are you? As I said, I'm extremely sleepy. I'm like so sleepy. Josh, welcome. Mirano, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. It's supposed to be aloha? It did not read as aloha, let me tell you. At least I didn't read it as aloha at all. Did I miss too much, or is this late, Elyssia? Even if you had arrived here, what am I trying to say? Even if I hadn't started late, I did start a little bit late, but even if I hadn't, and even if I had started on time, you really think we would be doing anything in the first like 6 minutes? You know that it takes me a lot longer than that to actually start my activity. Rexy, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hello. This character is already so cute. I'm actually really happy with it. Yeah, I feel like we got a really good result during the first stream. As you can probably tell, I did go into it and I like fixed a lot of things. Like, it's not entirely fixed. I didn't have a lot of time to work on it. In fact, I finished it very last minute. In fact, I didn't even finish it, but a lot of these changes happened at the very last minute. Like, I was working on it literally up until starting the stream. I realized that whatever I was trying to do with the feet, first of all, I was struggling a lot with the feet, and I was like, you know what, I don't have time to do this. I'll just place the feet right there, whatever, and then I'll do another view so that I can kind of like work on, not work on, but like have a basic idea of what I would do for shoes. Unfortunately, I'm so bad at footwear. I don't care about footwear IRL, obviously, because I don't have feet, but that does translate into having difficulty designing stuff for footwear. So I didn't come up with a lot of things, but I did clean all of the lines. This is the comparison, right? This is a comparison between the sketch, the draft. Let me actually take this. This was the messiest hair. So that one, okay. So this is a comparison between the draft that we had, right? The unfinished draft, and then a cleaned version, right? So at the very least, I managed to do that. Draw her barefoot then. I could add barefoot as an option for the character design. Regardless of it all, it didn't matter as far as I didn't have the time to fix the feet. I just didn't. So if I want to work on the design part of it, because it doesn't really matter, does it? Since this is about the design, does it even matter that I didn't manage to do the feet? It doesn't, except it kind of does, because feet can be a part of the design if they have footwear. So I did this on the side. In case we want to design footwear, I have this on the side. And I did try to do something with footwear, but I'm so bad at it. You know, I'm so bad at it. But I'm really happy with the options that I have for this character. So I'm gonna show you guys. Also, you may have noticed that a lot of this is exactly as it was before. Like, did I fix this? No. Did I fix the feet? No. No time. No time. I just legit posted a Thanksgiving Elyssia 1 hour before this began. Oh, I'm sorry. I was literally so rushed trying to get some progress here that I've been kind of like out of everything else for the last couple hours. I was just like really hyper focused on finishing this. I show as a joke Watamen Ui changing places. Maybe you control it swapping to Lina or Yomi? I don't know what you mean. If you mean changing channels, no, that wouldn't be possible. And if you mean changing models, I mean, maybe that would be possible. It would require a lot of trust, and Lina doesn't have a model yet, etc, etc. Is that the real reason behind being a lamia all along? You just didn't want to draw feet or shoes? Not really, but it is a very good coincidence that I never cared for footwear and I don't have feet either. It's like a really big coincidence. Also, let me give you this warning immediately. Like, from the get-go, I want you to be aware of these. Okay, this is a warning that I think is very valid to have. Do not, under any circumstance, expect this to be a really productive art stream. This is going to be the most just chatting art stream I've done in a while. And I know that's saying a lot because like it just happens to be that the last 2 times I did art streams, they just coincidentally were pretty productive for my normal pace. But in this case, I'm just feeling it, you know, I'm just feeling the brain drain. I'm just feeling the inability to think properly. I'm just really feeling it. You know, sometimes someone is going to come here, hear the no feet joke, and think you're a double amputee. But I start my streams with lamia. Hopefully they will understand. Hopefully. It looks really good now. Thank you. So it's like the equivalent of a save state. Okay. What do you mean? Equivalent of a save state? Don't expect a productive art stream today. And now watch the brain fog lead her to burn through this in record time. I mean, we don't really have a lot to burn through. Right now, it's about you guys seeing the kind of like options that I came up with. And to you guys saying if you have any ideas that you don't see in mind. Because like maybe I show you and you are like, but what if you did this instead? And maybe instead of you guys giving me more ideas, you're like, oh, that one is better. That one is so much better. That one is significantly better. And then we just choose that one and we move on to colors. Although there's there's not really a lot of room to go far as colors because yeah, we got blue as a prompt. So at the very least, that I think is pretty solid of a choice. But yeah, we still have other things to decide as far as color palettes go. As in no changes yet. It's less no changes and more I have option. I don't know what I'm trying to say and I don't know how I'm trying to answer this, but I have been saving. There have been a lot of changes. It is so cute. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Acabo de entrar sin contexto. El contexto es que no tengo pies porque soy una lamia. O sea que no tengo piernas porque tengo una cola de serpiente. Y alguien estaba diciendo que algún día voy a decir que no tengo pies y la gente va a pensar que soy alguien que tiene amputación. ¿Amputación? ¿Doble? Spanglish. Speaking on our streams is a given, isn't it? Since you can draw a lot while talking and teaching us. It is very hard for me to keep up talking and drawing at the same time. So, let me show you what I've done. We have the clean version of like the body, the hair, the body, the face, etc, etc. That's a given. But also, we have clothes. Now, this one ended up being my favorite, which is what I had on the draft, really. On the sketch, this kind of skirt had already like been my favorite. I just think it gives her a little bit of like it reads a little bit to me for some reason. It gives me that feeling of paper, you know? Gives me a feeling of paper for some reason. I know this is probably the brain fog of me being so sleepy, but it does give me the feeling of paper, which I think matches so perfectly with the idea of a quill and the ink and everything. Especially because I keep imagining her dress white, precisely so that the color of the color of the ink is going to look better, especially if I put droplets of ink of it or anything like that. Then I did this other version that I didn't like quite as much. I didn't like it quite as much, but I felt, you know, what if I did the, like, quill shape without it being yet another quill? Because if I try to make every single thing in the skirt a quill, it's just so much. It's just too much, you know? But if I just give it the vague feeling of that pointy, triangular feeling of a quill, maybe that can work. And I'm not super mad at it. I feel like it gives her a childhood, childish, free spirit kind of vibe, where the other one is a little bit more, I don't know, formal, tutu. I don't know, you know? You streamed today too? It's because if I didn't do it today, I wasn't gonna be able to stream 3 times. I would have to do a 2 streams week, and I don't know, I didn't feel super comfy with that. Krampus, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Ken, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It is Okyoko. We've been talking, right? I'm sorry, I'm extremely sleepy today, so yeah, we have been talking. We have been talking for sure. Because you're still out of it to obsess, you underestimate my brain's ability. If Leah doesn't have a model, then why all of us know how she looks? I mean, it's not a like 2D model is what I'm trying to say. Speaking on our streams I given, oh, I read that one. Did I skip the other one? Looks like I'm a little behind again, but I can't wait to see how far we go today. Since you're stretching the mainstream portion, maybe we'll even get to see her finish today. We'll see her finish today in the sense that because this is a character design, we don't really need to worry about getting it finished, you know? If the feet end up not being there, I don't really mind. If the lines end up being a little bit messy, I don't really mind, because we're here to finish the design. If I want to finish the piece later, that's all cool, and I can do that. But what I'm really here for is having the concept of the character pat down. So that would imply deciding one of these outfits, deciding one of these hairs, going to the colors, and the eyes. Because I had a couple of ideas about the eyes that I wanted to, like, experiment with. Acabo de entrar y los primeros segundos pensaba otra cosa sobre la ilusión. Yo también soy artista, pero soy de grafito. Hice un poco de grafito en algún momento, pero la verdad es que no me acuerdo demasiado y no tengo mucha experiencia con lo que es arte tradicional. Ghoul00, welcome, my hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the pit. Did I say that to you, Kyoko? Have I seen you before? Oh my god, I'm so sleepy today. I'll just roll along. I'm happy to hear that, and if you feel like sharing later, do share it. Lena is an idea, the gestalt mind of man, an unconscious collaboration between 8 billion people. That is very Lena. That is a very Lena description. So you woke up early today and spent the whole day tired? Pretty much. Lord Peace, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Don't tell my boss, don't worry. No snitches here. I will not snitch on you. I know that you would never snitch on me. I know that you would never snitch on me, so I won't snitch on you. We have trust in this channel. We trust each other. Almost all of us trust each other. Hello, Ellie. I just arrived. How are you? I missed too much. You didn't just arrive. You didn't. Delphine, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hey, Ellie, sorry I raided your Discord a little. I'm in a bit of a bind and I need some help on some moral compass reason. I'll have to check that later because I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been pretty focused on finishing this walling, so I haven't really checked on Discord for a couple hours. But welcome, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'll have to leave before wrap up. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, the clothes. I feel like I'm a lot more into this version of the skirt than I am into this like triangular version of the skirt. But I do have to admit, this one feels more like fun. Wait. This one feels more like fun, childish, and carefree. And this one feels a little bit more formal, a little bit more educated, and a little bit more like, I don't know, like she's a tiniest little bit more capable to me for some reason. Do you agree? Does it sound like something for you? Are we all on the same page? Or maybe I'm getting impressions that nobody else is getting. I'm good, how are you? I'm extremely sleepy, Lord Peace. Hell no, it's private drawing today, and that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to share, you don't share. Don't tell anyone, don't let anyone tell you that you must. I feel singled out for some reason. I wonder why. Oh, I wonder. She also looks like the creative type. You're right. She looks a little bit more artistic like this, right? Like this one looks a little bit more like she's here just to have fun and be a I get Harlequin juggler kind of vibes from her. While in this one, on this skirt, it's a little bit more like she could be the artiste. I can explain to you later, but you'll see the tags for a bit of context. Oh no, I would definitely snitch on you if it's for a funny result. Why? Why? Come on, you would snitch on me? You would snitch on me, Wombats? You would do that to poor Whittle me? I'm so sleepy I can't even do I can't even like actually try and sell it. I'm just gonna fish in dredge while lurking. Okay, have fun. I hope that you wait, how did you finish that game? How did you finish like all of it? Or are you missing some achievements? Are you going for the achievos? Our question, what do you think is harder, hand, feet, or shoes? Or is feet and shoe a you thing? I think hands are more difficult, but feet are also one of the hardest parts of the body. It's because of all the fingers, right? The fingers, there are a lot of shapes, while, I don't know, a a waist, a wrist, not a wrist, sorry, the other thing. They're all like one shape, while feet and hand both have so many movable parts. So the both are the harder parts of the body. The triangular skirt gives me Tinkerbell vibes. I think the frilly formal one looks better. I also think the frilly one is better. Not sure about Kipo, but it does look more formal and she doesn't look mischievous in this at all. It's okay, because we still have her being blue, and also, I researched it more a little bit later, and Elfin seems to come from, like, folk... Sorry, not folk, from Fae, specifically. Like, it seems to come from Fae specifically, so it is okay if Elfin just makes her look like a little bit of a fairy. That's why I ended up giving her the pointy ears, so that she's a little bit more like Fae-like. And also, if we consider that she might be riding an actual quill instead of an oversized quill, that would mean that she's tiny and that she is very, very much like a fae kind of creature, which would already fit with the elfin quality that we had as an inspiration. I get less childish and more feral for all the difference there is from the triangular one. I prefer the leaf-looking skirt. Ooh, Crumpet's going against the grain here. I like this skirt onesie already. The more formal attire fits the more formal quill. Yeah. I agree. You're testing me. I don't have the brain capacity to test you at all today. Don't worry about it. Can you show your unamused face zoomed in? If not, I shall make pen puns. I can try. I have been having issues trying to control that expression specifically because the tracking has been weird lately for me. I had to tinker with it again. I finished the storyline, but there's an encyclopedia of fish you fill out over time as you do stuff. I want to try to complete it and maybe find out some secrets in the process. So it's kind of like Achievable hunting. You're kind of like 100%ing it. Okay, so next choice. This is, I warned you guys, right? This is going to be a very just chatting stream. So the next choice, I've done a couple of options for like this chest part here. This is what I had last stream, which I'm not super upset at, but I also feel like it's not the best. There's something about it. I like the idea of blocking the color like that because it does give the illusion of a normal dress until you look specifically at the top, and then and only then you kind of see the quill pen writing implemented thing. Then on this one, I tried to do something where the rest of the shape is here, and you just happen not to see it because it's covered. But like the idea with this one would be that both sides of the dress have the shape of the pen, the shape of the tip of a pen. So in the end, you would get a much more like clear quill vibes from this one, and we would have the color blocking here and here, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but I do like this as well. And then on the last one I did this, which is the simplest one, but at the same time I think it might be the best one. So this would be 3. This would be 2. And this would be 1. As far as the top of the dress goes, do you think there's any of them that is cuter than the other ones? That pen is bothering me so much. I know, I didn't get to finish it properly. I didn't get to fix it properly. I fixed the top of it, like all of this, but this area is not like quite finished. I fixed it a tiny little bit, but I didn't have time to keep iterating on it, so... Penny for your thoughts? That's a bad pun. Boo! Boo! I bet she wrote a super popular steamy fantasy romance and she dressed well for a fancy party as she struck a frivolous movie deal. I don't know. She's too young to even have the chance of being a good fanfic author, to be honest. Elven doesn't have relation to Elven Light, right? No, it doesn't. What size is your canvas? Probably like a 40,000 times... I only made it at 2,300. I only made it to 2,300 height. Which is gonna be a problem if I ever wanna like actually draw this as an illustration, because this is as close as I can get, which is very annoying to me. I should have done like a 3,000 height. Age in the center, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I'm finally with my family for Thanksgiving break. That's nice. That is so nice. So wait, so this is now the second time I think that somebody has mentioned Thanksgiving today. Is Thanksgiving happening like now, today in the US? Remember, I'm not from the US, so I have no idea. Is today Thanksgiving? Or is it like soonish? But I'd rather have small creatures wear small objects as clothes, since regular clothes made of woolen fabrics would be too big or heavy to be realistically worn by tiny human-looking people. Unless they have their own sewing machines and they are using little pieces of fabric, don't you think? It always has been just a chatting stream. That's not true! The only case I would feel like a tiny creature would wear fabric is if it was made from spider or worn silk, which I imagine would be harder to do than shave a lamb, so fabric could be less used. Maybe they just steal fabric from people. How about that? How about like maybe they just have fabric that they stole from people? I vote for 2 are used by really wealthy or pretentious individuals. I think they just steal it. Don't you use 1024 multiples? Not really. It's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow I stream. I can remember to say Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Isn't Thanksgiving on the 3rd Friday of November? I never know, because I don't celebrate it. Hey, Ellie, where did you learn to make you, the VTuber? What do you mean? What do you mean? Maybe they use magic for clothes. Exactly. Okay, so most people voted for 2. Which would be this one. I also feel kind of really attached to that one. Okay, so that would mean the last thing I want to show you guys is the hair. Now, I have an opinion. I have an opinion on which one is my favorite so far. And all of them are missing a layer. So let me actually clip that. And they're all missing a layer. Oh no. Oh no. It's not gonna work like that. Okay. They're all missing a layer, which is this layer where I just painted like with ink. You know? Well, not all of them. You're about to see it. You're about to see. But this one is missing a layer where I just fill it with black at the tip, at the tips, so that it looks like it was dipped in ink. So the hair itself ends up being like having the role or the function of a quill. Maybe not that shape. Maybe that shape is weird because it's not following gravity. That's better. That's better. That's following gravity a little bit better. So the idea of having the hair kind of like messy with ink, but not as a one time, oh no, this is weird, this happened, but as a thing that is just inherent to her person, maybe through magic, as we were saying, like this is an fey-like creature, right? So it's all magic. We don't need to question it. We don't need to wonder how it's happening. It just is. So I didn't get the time to do this after fixing the hair. But you get the idea. There we go. So this would be one of the options, right? And obviously I need to add things like droplets here. where the hair is drooping. Because of course it is. It's full of ink. Look at it. How could it not be drooping? Right? There we go. Okay. So this would be like number 1. Oh, I forgot to clean it up there. There we go. This would be like choice number 1 of hairs. The short hair with ink at the tips. I personally, I'm not gonna give you my opinion. I'm not gonna give you an opinion. I'm not. I'm just gonna show all of them. I can never get trapped with the holidays and move around. Either pick a date or get lost. I also feel that way. I think I prefer the triangular one. This one? This thing? I think everyone preferred this one. I wonder what that is that strings things from her collar to her armpits. It's just the edge of the dress. You made your own model, correct? Yes, I made my own model. She only drew it, someone else rigged it. Exactly. I made the art. I'm my own art mama. And I have a rigger separately. So we follow gravity in this house, but not the Geneva Convention. Okay, I do follow the Geneva Convention. Why wouldn't I? Could go middle ground, dye in the tips, but don't have them dripping. No, I want the drip. I want the drip. The drip is an inherent part of the thing. Okay, so now, option number 2. Option number 2 would be the braid. Now, I have not actually cleaned the braid enough that you guys can see it in its full shape. And I also didn't have the time. This is another thing where I just didn't have the time, guys, because braids are difficult for me. So they also take quite a bit of fixing up once I start drawing it. Once I start making it, it normally takes quite a few times before it actually looks like a fucking braid. So for now, this is what we have, and you kind of have to imagine that it would look better. For now, this is what we have, and you kind of have to imagine that it would look better, and trust me, and like believe, have faith, you know? Also, this would also have some ink as well, but it would be at the very, very bottom. It would be like at the very tip on this part. So I'm gonna draw that right now. There we go. And maybe, oh, maybe, wait. What if I did like a streak? What if I did like a streak within the braid? Like there's some ink path. There's something that's like an ink path in the hair. I think I like that idea. I think I actually really like that idea. There we go. Okay, I'm into it. I'm into it. It might not be like the most sensical thing ever, but since this is a fae we're talking about, it doesn't need to be It can just be whatever I want, and I can justify it with magic. It's magic. Does it not make sense? Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. It's magic. What are you talking about making sense? Pfft. Anyways, I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I entirely like it now that I've done it, but it's an option. option, you know? Is her hair ink leaking or ink stained? Yes. Human-made thinnest fabric is made from 1.5 millimeter threads. If your quill is about the size of a writing quill, it is of around 20 centimeters. That means this girl is about 15 centimeters. That one piece of the thinnest fabric would be for her as thick as wearing several shirts or 2 jackets for us. There's no way that would be able to make fabric like that from human-made fabric that would actually work and look like human-wear clothes. Okay, so maybe they can magically alter the fabric to be made out of even thinner threads. Listen, this is magic. I'm not gonna question it, okay? I'm not gonna question it, okay? I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Ellie wrote Geneva Convention fanfiction and follows that. I did it! What? When? Where have we broken Geneva Convention? Tell me one time. Tell me one time I have broken the Geneva Convention. Huh? Still to this day, making a VTuber model is quite hard. It's incredibly hard. It's really, really hard. It takes a bunch of months. Like, I don't know people who do it, like, really, really quickly. I've never been able to do like an entire model without the process. Granted, I always interrupted. There's a lot of things that I have to do at the same time, so I can't just focus on one model and just get it done. But every time I've done a model, except for the Cult of the Lamb one, which I did in like 3 days, but that was like the smallest model ever. It had like, I don't know, 50 layers tops. Admittedly, it's a lot more interesting. Some of her Cs are a little cringe, though. Huh? Huh? Oh, the Geneva Convention fanfics. Shut up! No! No! So her having regular clothes but regular fabric just mold is pure fantasy. Yes! Yes, it is! And guess what? We're going for it! Rexy, oh no, not that cursed anime mom hair. The anime mom hair is not this. Excuse me. Excuse me, there's a difference. This is the anime mom hair. Sorry, wait. This is the anime mom hair. You ready? Boom. This is the anime mom hair. This is what I'm doing. Completely different. Okay? Completely different things. This one is a braid. This one is a ponytail. Learn your anime history. Learn your anime history. At most, this would be like this. But it's still just a ponytail. There's literally just one thing holding the hair together. This one is entirely braided. 2 different things. Also, can I just say, I'm so upset at that trope. I am so annoyed at that trope because I really love that haircut. I really love that haircut. And I hate that it has become synonymous with this character is a mom. And she's also gonna die at some point. Like, I don't like that. I want to use it. Artist, present something awesome. Now, I know it looks like a burning wet garbage right now, but I promise it will look better when I'm done. Well, it's just, I'm just doing it in the moment without trial runs. Of course, I'm gonna be a little bit self-conscious. I wouldn't say that it's looking like a burning wet garbage right now, but I know that it can look better. If it made sense, it wouldn't be the Fae. I think you can, and I normally do feel more attracted to world building where things do make sense, even where magic is involved. But that's not here, that's not now, that's not this. It's magic, I ain't gonna explain shit. Yeah, for a character design that is literally completely away from any context, she doesn't have a story, she doesn't have world building, you know, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna keep it like this for now. The world logic can come later. I'm an artist. What's a Geneva Convention? You should know what a Geneva Convention is, even if you're an artist. Ah, yes, it's magic. What a real, genuine magic moment. It is. It definitely is. Alternatively, this is a fairy like the Great Fairies from Ocarina of Time. Ooh, I haven't played that. I haven't played that at all. Which is to say about 1.5 times the size of Average Man. Oh, they're big! Whoa, they're big! Also cost a lot of money for Live 2D to get it to save for a license? Huh? Not really. The license for the Live 2D software is very cheap. And I mean, as far as how much I use it, it's definitely been the cheapest thing I've ever bought in the sense of like how much use it gets. Even a game that you play for, well, maybe people who play The Binding of Isaac, maybe they got a better deal out of their money. Maybe they got more uses out of their money. But in my case, with however much time I spend on Live 2D, I think it's like the best purchase I've ever made as far as my money being constantly used. If you're talking about like the actual model, then yeah, because it takes months and months and months both to draw and to rig. It takes so much time and so much effort. The anime Dead Mom Hair is a side tale. Exactly. I disagree, but I feel you're right. You cannot disagree. History can teach you. Ellie Edward Erwich's mother, that is all I will say. She wore a ponytail, not a braid. I added stuff from the internet to prove the anime mom hair, but it's the mummy, the dead mother hairstyle is not a braid. It's a side tail. It's a side tail. You're free to use it as long as you're not a mom. I feel like the side ponytail has been so ubiquitously related to the dead mom trope that you don't ever see it in characters anymore. I know that I probably have seen it in other characters. I know that I probably have seen it, but it feels like it's less and less used as the meme gets stronger. That's true, any single lady out there is safe until she becomes a mother. What have we done? What have we done to storytelling? Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, the braid. We have, this is the two options, right? We have short hair. Ta-da! Short hair with the ink bottoms. Let's keep it here-ish so you can see the whole thing, right? We have short hair with the ink bottoms. The ink bottoms are not negotiable. We have braid with the ink bottoms. The ink bottoms are not negotiable. And then we have the ink hair, which I got to be honest, I liked the idea a lot in the sketch, but I don't really like it when we have the whole finished thing. And it may be because of the way I rendered it entirely black while the rest of the drawing is lines and empty space in between. But that's the entire idea of the inky, like ink hairstyle, that it would be just a deep, unscrutable, goopy black or blue or whatever ink color I decide to go with. And I don't think I like it, you know? She creates her own story and world building. I bet she's the forever DM of the table. That could be a story for her. That could be a story for her, that she is in his own way a goddess because she creates her own world as she goes. Hey Ellie, did you start drawing yet? Nami, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. It's less of a me starting drawing and more of a me showing you guys the options for how we continue this character today. Cheaper than the USB cable. What? What is cheaper than the USB cable? What are we talking about, huh? It was in fact a braid. Side tail or side braid. You can look it up. Look up dead moms in anime and see how many of them have a braid versus how many of them have a side tail. That looks like Sadako hair. I don't know who Sadako is. Does Ellie use her art streams to help herself make decisions? Not most of the time. And in this case, today I'm really sleepy and I don't really have the brain energies. So this is a barely drawing, mostly just chatting stream today. I'm all in on the braid, but then I'm biased to long hair. I see. I'm going to remove this one as an option. I wanted to show it to you. But I'm gonna remove it as an option because I don't really super like it. Hello, finish writing the comment. Good. Welcome, Ranker. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. The quill she's holding was why the world exists. Exactly. That could be really interesting. I like the long hair on her. This long hair or the braid? I think the braid is nice. I definitely don't want the ink. The ink is definitely not in the running. We're not gonna do the ink, okay? D&D, I wish I could play. Have you looked for a table? Have you used any of the options that I gave you for looking at a table? She just baited us with the title, is help me decide for off-stream drawing? Not really. I don't know if I would continue it off-stream. At most, I will fix the stupid feed so I can post it. The stupid feed in this thing, so I can post it. Everything else is postable, but this is too bad. Too bad for posting. Sadako is the ring girl. Ah, so that's why I don't know it. Uh-oh, Ellie telling us to Google weird stuff again. I'm not. Is well Pozo? Yeah. Don't know, I'd have to do the braid with filled color like the long hair one. The long hair one, the idea is to have like the goopy ink texture, while this one is going to be like hair color with the ink on it. And then we have the short hair. Now, I did say that I was biased towards something. I did say that I had my opinion, and my opinion is probably not gonna match yours, but I'm gonna make a poll regardless. I'm gonna make a poll regardless. I want to see what you guys think. Although I do have my preference. I think I'm willing to respect whatever you guys like more. The braid seems like stitched to her lower cheek. It's not stitched, it's just voluminous. You gave me options? I think I said it. I think I said it out loud. You can check Reddit looking for group. You can check the Discord servers that are dedicated to D&D and other tabletop play games. You can check, there's a website called Looking for Group, and there's another website that I've used as well that is not called Looking for Group, but if you look, like if you Google sites for finding a D&D group or a tabletop group, there's a very good chance you'll encounter at least like 3 or 4 websites. So there's always those. There's websites, there's Discord servers, there's Reddit / Looking for Group. And those are all that I've used before. Oh, and obviously Roll20. Roll20 has its own search function for groups. Kind of looks like Omori's style with the long hair. Oh, because Omori has that like sketch style. There's hope for me. There's always hope. Listen, if I could find groups because I wanted to play a system that is barely played out there, if you want to play D&D, you're gonna find groups. You're going to find groups. If I could find a group for Paranoia, you can find groups for D&D. Should be laying or her clavicula in her collarbone. You're trying to say collarbone. I'm sorry for the amount of Spanglish I'm about to throw. No problem. This is a Spanglish channel. Kevin, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Giant feather to ride. Well, yeah, it might be a giant feather or she might be very small. We're not deciding that. We're not deciding that. I feel like both the short hair and the braid are a bit more what you would expect on her. So the long hair looks a bit more exotic and interesting. I don't like it though. I don't like it. Like the shoe sketch. Yeah, that's because, listen, I didn't have time to fix her feet. I didn't have time to fix it. This is an entire mess right here. This is an entire mess right here. Both the pen and the feet. But I didn't have time to fix it. So I said whatever. It's not really part of the design, except footwear is definitely part of the design of a character. So just in case I made the option of having a footwear design element somewhere. Isn't Roll20 just to play online? But you can also use it to find groups. I think you can also make your game on Roll20. Yes, that's what Roll20 is for. That is exactly what it is for. But it also has a search function. Can you put the braid again to say in Spanish what I saw? Sure. I don't think I have the patience to be a forever DM. Then you just look for a group that's not looking for a DM. I imagine assembling a group based around Paranoia might be a bit of a challenge. It is really hard because barely anyone knows the system. Barely anyone plays it. I don't particularly care for either of the options, so I'm not voting. Aww, those are my two favorites. I still like Mother Braid. Are you fucking kidding me? Who hasn't voted yet? Who hasn't voted? Why is it a 50-50? Why? Megadeth Megadeth MLP version. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I don't think I've seen you here before. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. And also, please help me. People are voting 50-50 and I can't make a decision like this. Please tell me what you think. What do you think is better? Megadeth. This is a character that's supposed to be like a bit of a fae, a bit mischievous, blue quill character, and she has two options for hair: a braid that has ink at the bottom and ink kind of like running from the top and into the bottom, or this hair right here, which is short hair but also like inky at the bottom and dripping and everything. I'm not going to help you. No! Why not? Why? It's a shame that Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have Game Master mode, like Original Sin 2 Game Master mode, where some of my favorite streams in the game. I have no idea because I've never played Original Sin and I'm too... Yeah, I can't play Baldur's Gate 3. Si haces zoom parece que si miras lateralmente el pelo no se apoya por completo. I disagree. I disagree because it's falling here. This is where the hair is falling. Worst of all, wait. Worst of all, most of it, not all of the streams are gone now. Why? Is it because they were on Twitch? Is it because they were on Twitch and they didn't get saved? Why would you design shoes on another place with a different pose? You can only see most of the sole anyways. Because if this is character design, right? Like the entire point of this challenge is to design the character, not really to make an illustration. If we were to actually take this character as character design and try to apply it elsewhere with a different pose, I wouldn't need to know what she's wearing on her feet. So even if it's not important for this drawing, it would be important to finish the character, quote unquote, to actually have an idea of what her feet have on them. Eso me hace pensar que el pelo es algo rígido pegado a su mandíbula inferior. Es solo fluffy, es solo fluff. Está inflado porque tiene mucho pelo. I'm a busy man. No, it's just no. Are you doing this on purpose? Are you doing this on purpose? Why is it 50-50 again? Why is it? You guys have voted a bit more! You guys have voted a bit more! Why is it? I thought you had grown! I thought you had learned! I thought you had I thought this phase was over! I thought you have moved past it! Why? Okay, there, thank you. Somebody else voted. Sheesh! Sheesh! It's important to know what shoe it is to draw it correctly. Exactly, it's a reference for a different pose, except we don't actually... I don't think we're actually getting any good shoes because I suck at shoe wear. You can you zoom in a little bit more? Sure. There you go. And I'll try to say where. No! Don't get me wrong, Joshua. I understand what you're trying to say. I just disagree. I understand what you're trying to explain. I just don't agree with it. Although were some weird collabs posted on channels of another streamer or maybe parts of longer VODs. So how is it lost? Wait, so is it on YouTube or is it not? I've been very unsuccessful in finding the Game Master Mode streams that I watched in the past, and I'll be honest, Original Sin 2 main campaign is fun to play, not so much to watch. 2 months, if I super can I vote again for Braid, so Braid wins! Thank you for the 2 months, thank you for the message, Joshua. I think Braid is winning. Ellie, we can't do it on purpose. We can't see the percentage until after we vote. You guys have cheated before. I don't know how, but I know you've cheated. I don't know how, but I know that you've done it on purpose before. You thought indeed. I really thought. The universe just doesn't like you in particular. It's your fault. I will admit one of my favorite game mode quotes comes from not actually playing the game as intended. The quote is, "Stop, you guys are killing all my NPCs." I mean, I would be upset at the game killing all my NPCs too, I think. The votes have changed. The votes have changed. Short hair is winning. What is this? What is this? Where is this coming from? I'm so proud of this community. Not me. Short hair 45%, 55 braid. It was, but not for long. Your weird mid-tint braid made me not see clearly the under braid. I'm gonna be learning to draw shoe wear on Pokemon Girls. Like, if I could draw something that Rosa, such a simple but great looking design. See, I don't know what you're talking about, and I almost never pay attention to shoe wear, which is kind of like the problem, right? It's the kind of like what causes me to be bad at shoe wear is that I never pay attention to it. Snake Eye, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Well, progress is being made in a blink. Snake Eye, no it isn't. I don't know how to tell you this. But this is, there's been no progress. This is a just chatting stream, but with a disguise on because I'm extremely sleepy and exhausted today. So my ability to make decisions and to actually draw live is just abysmal today. So I'm showing you what I did off stream, and I'm having you guys decide what ends up making it to the final design. And hopefully that's you are okay with that. Hopefully that you're okay with that. You never pay attention to Shuer until you have to draw a character. I never pay attention to Shuer because I have no feet. But, you know, it's biting me in the butt right now. Okay, so I'm gonna say my bias. My bias is towards the short hair. Why? Because I feel like it makes her look more mischievous, and I also think it helps with the feeling of the pen, of the quill, because it lets this be more visible. If we have like this right here, if we have the braid on top of it, we have the braid covering this. I can't really see it all that well, but if I have it, if I have the short hair, then we get to see the whole thing. So I am biased towards the short hair, but I do understand it also just makes her look a little bit more mischievous. I feel like this is already like a little bit too mature and a little bit too refined, you know? I'm terrible at anything happening near the feet area, so that's why I will be learning shoes from Pokemon. They are very simply drawn but look great. Maybe I should study shoes soon. Elyssia's good yeeting side. Oh, she's excellent yeeting size. She's excellent at getting yeeted. We didn't decide anything. We're just saying stuff and you're doing whatever you wanted. No, you guys are helping me decide which one stays. Wait, you guys are helping me that. Ellie was the 13th vote. I wasn't. I haven't voted yet, but my vote is also short hair, so... My bias is towards short hair too, that's why I voted thrice when I misclicked braid. No way! Did you have to open 2 different accounts? You should pay more attention to feet, ear shed, skin, depending on its property. Could sell for fancy and expensive lamia shoes, since snake shoes are expensive. But I think those are done with not sheds. They're done with actual skin, I think. She may be small, but she's a goddess. We think so, for now. For me, it's the opposite. The short hair makes her look more refined, while the loose braid is more silly. Oh, you think so? Interesting. Interesting. I voted short hair. I think I'm gonna go with short hair. The poll is saying short hair. I think this is my favorite one of all your OC drawings. She's definitely up there with Rika. She's definitely staying. I'm definitely keeping her. It very simply went to the top right and swapped to my alt channels. Oh, understandable, understandable. Looks like Yomi OC is cute. Ah, it depends on how the hair is designed. I think like side braid always gives me a little bit of a more mature look to me. While this gives me more of like, teehee, she's kind of messy. She doesn't have time to do her hair. She doesn't care enough to do her hair, you know? So I'm gonna end the poll here. Did anyone know vote? At this point, I think everyone voted, right? I think at this point everyone voted. If she's a goddess, she can probably be whatever the size she wants, kind of like Ellie. Oh wait! Well, we're not deciding that she's a goddess. It's a possibility. So, where am I now? Here. Okay. So now that we've decided all of those, right? We've decided the skirt. We've decided on the pen. We also have one thing more that I haven't necessarily made you pay attention to, which is this. Right? As you may have noticed, I also added like the possibility of having ink sort of like gauntlets slash gloves, right? I think though they may be a little bit too overkill, right? I think it may be a little bit too much to have so much ink dripping motif everywhere. It could very easily just end up feeling overloaded. And in the other set of clothes, I had done socks instead. So if I were to make another poll here, I would ask you if you think she should have socks, gloves, or maybe neither, because we are kind of like overdoing it with the ink motif. What do you guys think? What is your opinion? She doesn't have any shoes yet. She doesn't have any shoes yet. I had this option and I had this option, and this one makes more sense if the socks are like ink, because they are coming, like the ink would be coming from the tip of the pen, right? So that was my thought for this one. It's like, oh, she has like ink on the legs, and the ink comes from... I drew it on the wrong clothes set. And the ink comes from the shoes or whatever. But maybe it's too much. Maybe it's just too much. Maybe it's too much ink. And now that I'm seeing it like this, I don't like the idea of having the ink in the legs. Because it unbalances the design a little bit too much. Let me really quickly do a... Let me really quickly do like an A pose kind of thing here. This would be the silhouette. This is a very quick thing. I know it's confusing because it's so shitty, but... It's confusing because it's so shitty, but it's gonna work for what I need, believe me. Okay, so if I have this... If I have this, I have a dark spot over here. Then darkness over here. Then darkness over here. It's not great. It's not great. I think I'm gonna remove the idea of the stockings, because it ends up generating this entire like space that feels incredibly unbalanced. That seems incredibly unbalanced as far as like value goes. What if I did... this instead? That would give it a little bit more balance, definitely. But I do feel like it's not being an accent anymore if I keep adding in more and more and more. I feel like if I just leave it outside of the entirety of the design, right? I feel like if I just leave it outside of the entirety of it, and the entirety of the design is mostly on the clean side, we can still do some like... We can still do some splotches on the dress, right? We can still do some little bits of ink. But overall, keeping it clean makes it so that this right here reads as an accent instead of just throwing the entire thing off balance. I think I'm gonna keep it without. I think I'm gonna keep both of them without. I don't draw braids anyway, to be perfectly honest. That's because they're difficult to draw. Posted the official art of Rosa on Talk to Ellie. See, I would never be able to come up with something like that. I would never be able to come up with shoes like that. I did say I'm not voting. But you can vote though. Funny old man tripped over a rock and left his house and then died? What? What are you talking about, Nomi? Not gonna lie, it'd be kind of funnier. Imagine she's normal size but flying with some huge feather. That is one of the options. Wouldn't it be better regular gloves, but that is the stain? Regular gloves, but that is the stain? No, I was thinking ink gloves, but I don't like it anymore. Designing a goddess has a lot of benefits I learned. For example, something looks cool, but people ask, wait, how would they survive? Boom, goddess solved! In our case, it's not that we were designing from that perspective. It was more like, you know, she has a giant pen. What if her entire deal is that she kind of like writes the world she lives in? Oh yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it ends up being very unbalanced. I think the weight of the design ends up being all over the place, and I don't like it. I like the inky clothing, looks nice. I explain my thought process later, so I'm gonna keep going through the chat until I'm past the explanation of what I meant. She should wear lamia themed shoes. Why? Why would she? Maybe it's the blood of her victims. No, it's ink. Do you want to know what I'm doing for shoes with my rendition of this? I'm sure I'll see it later if you share it, but if you don't want to share it, then sure, describe it. It does feel like a bit too much ink though. I'm not sure if it's mostly due to hair. I think it's because it was too much. It was unbalancing it. When do you know when to use the symmetry tool? When you want something symmetric. In my case, I wouldn't want the ink to be symmetric because it would look less organic. Seemed to be an easy symmetry model. I didn't want to spend the time creating a whole new layer just to have a symmetry tool. I just did it quickly. Feel like something should be happening with the legs. Not 100% sure what though, but I feel like flesh legs would be too empty. I think if I did a good shoe, that wouldn't necessarily end up being a problem. I think my problem is not being able to come up with good shoe wear. Because if I came up with good shoe wear, we could have a shoe wear that comes up to like this size. Like up until here or something. And that would already be adding a lot to the legs. Especially if they had some volume over here. Like if they had some volume to the sides or whatever. But I don't know what I'm doing as far as character, as far as barefoot footwear. As far as footwear, I don't know what I'm doing. So I like it better when it's like itty bits of tiny ink splattered. That's what I'm going for, because I didn't like the balancing issues. Are you looking for symmetry on the ink or a chaos arrangement of ink? Neither. We're gonna go for little splatters. Okay, how long have we been just chatting about this? Long enough. It's time for colors, baby. Colors. It's time for colors. Alright, so this is the part that actually was bound to happen today, and that I'm glad that I finally made it here. Cause man oh man, was that kind of a struggle? Was that kind of all over the place? Okay, that's better. We're gonna start playing around with color palettes. I have a few ideas that I would like to try. And also we'll have to do something that it's not my favorite thing to do ever, which is figure out how I want to paint the eyes. Oh, I forgot to do... Here. Gonna get rid of this real quick, because I did not like it. I did not like it. I don't vibe with it, so it's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry if anybody liked it, but not me. I didn't, and that's I'm the last word here. She's my character. Oh, we have to choose a name. Okay, who has a name? Who has a name that they would like to throw into the ring? Do not say Latinta. She is not called Latinta, and you know it, okay? That is vetoed from the very moment that I'm saying it. She is not going to be called Latinta. Personality of your drawing was Mastihi comment. She looks that evil? Wait, does she look that evil? I don't think she looks that evil. I think she does look a little bit carefree. But I don't think she looks evil, right? I want to believe that she doesn't look that mean. I'm not voting if I'm not invested in either option. Why should I skew the results for people that do want one of them? That's a noble way of seeing it. You know what? That's nice. That's a nice, noble way of thinking about it. Oh, okay. I guess I just skipped here. Okay, so layer 1 skin is kinda done. It's kind of a mess, but it's good enough. Okay, so layer 1 skin is done. I'm gonna also take this line out. Distracting. Wrong tool! Okay. Alrighty, so now I need what? Hair. We're gonna ignore the feet, okay, everybody? Everybody just ignore the feet. The feet just don't exist right here, right now, okay? They're not part of this equation. Never have been, never will be. Not today. Maybe make her a Rorschach test fairy, and you have the options can work. It's just how you interpret it. That is a concept. It's not what we're going for, but it is a concept. If she lives in an ink world, then blood of her victims can still be ink. Why are you trying to make her evil? I'm gonna share it, but you could use my idea if you... Huh? I'm gonna share it, but you could use my idea if you... Which is what I'm sharing. Huh? To be honest, Mei-chan was also partially inspired by Pokemon designs. One of the things I absolutely knew for her is that she needs leg warmers, and I'm pretty sure that's due to Leaf. Leg warmers are a really cool thing to add to a character design. They can really give a character that extra air of quirkiness and girliness, and like the way I associate leg warmers, right? I associate leg warmers with quirky, happy, youth, femininity in character designs, not in real life. In real life, leg warmer is just leg warmer. But in character designs, it tends to be like either someone who's quirky or someone who's very energetic, very happy, and very, yeah. It tends to be like a girl next door kind of vibe. You know? Alright, maybe I should, if I'm deciding to go with this, I should just... Yeah, that's better. That was distracting me quite a bit. That was distracting me quite a bit, so... Remember how last time that I had an art stream, I was like, "Wow, this was a lot of progress. I'm actually really proud with this with the speed that I got today." Today is the opposite of that. Today I'm paying for that last stream. That last stream was an outlier, and now I'm having to pay to restore the average amount of things that I can do on a stream. Okay, so that would be the hair. By the way, I'm not choosing colors yet. For anyone who hasn't seen me doing one of these before, what I'm doing is like putting down the layers so that I can then really quickly change the color of the layers as I test them. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so now I would need, what would I need? I would need the dress base. Yeah, okay. Why isn't the legs when being lazy and bending them would hide her shoes? Because the pose wouldn't be as energetic and happy and carefree if she was bending her legs. The choice that I made for the pose was to give off a personality type. And I'm really happy with the personality type that the pose conveys, which is really important in character design. You want the pose to convey personality. Since I'm not gonna do any more drawings of her, you know, this is the one drawing that I have, I do want it to portray as much personality as it can portray. I think the shorter shoes would work better for her archetype. I think so too, but I think at the end of the day, if the design was looking unbalanced and the ink stockings are not working for me, I would either have to find like a design of shoes that then can accommodate for stockings, or I would end up having to do longer shoes so that the legs don't feel too empty. I was buffering. I blame my Wi-Fi. It seems like no buffering issues have come up today, right? I don't think I've seen a lot of people complaining about buffering today, which is good. It's like a really good thing, especially with how awful the buffering situation was for me yesterday. I do think I was the one who had it the worst yesterday. I don't think anyone else was having as many issues as I was having. To be completely honest, I think I was the only person really struggling with YouTube yesterday. The ones you scribbled in the bottom look great for her. This ones? Wait. This ones? Because I have two. I have this ones and I have this ones. I have this ones and I have this ones. They're not that different. I know, I'm perfectly aware they're not that different, but they kind of are, because this ones have, this is empty space. Why is this not painting? Huh? Okay, I'm confused. Anyways, these ones have like an empty... Oh shit, it really won't draw. I'm confused. Oh, I changed tools. Okay, these ones have, this is an empty space, so this would be the actual skin of the foot, while on these ones, this would be a closed shoe situation, where this would be fabric. So they're slightly different, you know? They're not, wow, that's such a difference, but they're slightly different. They're certainly very formal and library, like. The shoes? We're not going for formal. We're not going for library. It buffered to me and I heard it sent to poggers. You did not. You did not. I mean, the eyes should stay black, right? Could just add shading and light effects like the sad Among Us. I'm not thinking of leaving it black. Let me show you why. Let me show you exactly why. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna duplicate it so I don't lose it. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna delete the inside. Leave just like an outline. And let me tell you exactly why. Because I think I have two very fun options for eyes. One is making her pupils like a drop. So like it's a drop of ink. You know that anime trope that is like a weird pupil? Like the pupils are not a normal shape. I was thinking I could do her as drops. And that can give her an eerie, otherworldly feeling. Or I was thinking I do splotches. Just like... like a little weird ink splotch as a pupil, which again is meant to give her like an otherworldly kind of like mistrusting weird inhuman vibe. And I honestly kind of dig it. I kind of like it. Quill, Bartholomew, Quillo. Jesus Christ, guys! What do you mean choose a name? I mean choose a name. Name idea, Blot. Blot could be nice. I may like Blot. Okay, names. Blot could be cute. Inky Kompakuyomu. I don't even know what that means. Quilla Divine. I don't like it. Don't forget her name is Latinta. No, he isn't. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the support. It is not Latinta. I am banning Latinta. Quilizia Nikos. Horrible. Hate it. Good idea. I hate feet. I need to actually, it's just that I didn't have time, guys, to go into it to improve the feed. Linkna? Are you trying to make it a Lena joke? Elias can be possible of the internet again. Why? Why? Inca Silverquill. Ooh, I like Silverquill as a surname. Silverquill. And it's kind of ironic because she's blue. Pose you one more pay contact to Ellie. This is a Demon King for Senyu, but I do not mean the Demon King himself. I mean the Mana-kun. Mana-kun? What does Mana-kun mean? Especially in this context. Yeah. What does Mana-kun mean in this context? Sorry, I need to blow my nose. Mannequin is the blue splatter thingy he has on his head. Is that like... That looks like a sort of spirit ghost thingy situation? It transforms any character it touches into the most badass design ever. Is it supposed to be like fire? Like be animated like fire? That's the vibe I get. I feel like it would work great for her. But I don't understand what it is. What is it supposed to be? Do you use tail warmer inside your house? In winter, I use anything and everything I can get my hands on. Anything and everything! I'll be honest, Ellie, I was typing so loudly I completely missed whatever you said about leg warmers. I spent a while talking about him though. Looks like a Sophie to me, maybe a Rafaela too. Sophie, let me look at her. Sophie could be. Rafaela, I don't think so. I don't see it. Oh my god, I muted myself. I muted myself too. No, I muted myself to blow my nose and then I forgot to unmute. I've been talking for like 3 minutes. What's the last thing that I said? What's the last thing you guys remember, guys? What's the last thing you remember hearing from me? Please guide me. Achoo? Wait, the last time the last thing was me sneezing? Wow, one man, I wonder when he's gonna realize she's muted. I already unmuted! I can hear her mouth flaps though. You were discussing Sophie and Rafaela. Okay, wait. So you guys did hear that? Wait, did you hear it or did you read it? Just because I wrote it down. Oh, god damn it. I missed out so many messages. I talked about the mannequin thing. I think you heard that, right? I was wondering. Is she cursing me now? No, you can hear me now. You can hear me. I see it. I see the mic thing going up. I know that you guys can hear me now. Come on. Stop trying to trick me. I was saying, is that payment tax exempt? I don't know what you mean. What payment and what do you mean? You're not a machine can have 80% plus efficiency at all times. Thank you. I need to remember that I can have my bad days, and today's definitely one of those. She resets black every time she improves on her eye speed. Such consistency. I swear it's just today. Okay, I swear it's just today because I'm sleepy and tired. Yeah, you see the Sophie in her, but the Rafaela not really. Okay, so you did hear me. Okay, good. We can't hear you asking if you can hear us. Can I really though? Yes, you can. I see it. I see it on OBS. I see it, bitch. I see it. Yes, I mean, Manakun is a source of mana. That's why the author named it Manakun. But what I'm saying is that even in Haruhara's Stickman drawing style, any character with Manakun makes you go, man, they look badass. She looks adorable. That's bad. She needs to look a little bit distrustful. Untrustworthy. I feel like this kind of an accessory would look great for her in theme. I don't think it would because it's a completely different, like, it's entirely a cultural thing that doesn't fit in what we're doing here. I had minor ones, but for now I'm fine. I'm glad to hear that the buffering hasn't gotten worse. I'm glad to hear the buffering hasn't been like as bad as other days. Anyways, what do you think of the eyes as well? You need to tell me that. Okay, I'm gonna add silver now. We're gonna name this pen... pen rivet? I don't know. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be. The thing about silver is that it's not going to read as silver, not really, unless I add effects to it. So we're gonna see if we can make this work somehow. But probably not. It probably won't work all that well. We're gonna see if this is good enough for now, because I want to be able to change the colors quickly and easily, and that would require okay, it's better than nothing. You know, it's better than nothing. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't exactly look like metal, but it doesn't look like not metal. Some buffering at the start, but it was still busy writing the comment. Okay, so it is behaving better. So she can fly and with her shoes ink below her, huh? Thank you for the super chat of the head, but Joshua, I hadn't seen that one. Thank you. If I had to choose between these ones and these ones, I choose these ones. But no, I mean the ones with the circle in front. I am so confused. I don't understand what's going on because I'm reading so out of order. I'm reading so out of order. Their shenanigans strike again. Soon I have an Imperial Assault game, Star Wars tabletop game. Sorry, I have to leave. Enjoy your tabletop, Joshua. Thank you so much for the super chats. Plural. I hope you can decide enough today to finish it. Yeah. So almost every VTuber I have noticed that they've gotten more popular. I have indeed noticed that the weird... Where did I paint the eyes? No, don't tell me I painted it in hair. Okay, I didn't. Where did I paint the eyes? Oh, I painted it in the hair, in the dress base? No, those have to go on their own. Unfortunately. What was I saying? Yeah, I have noticed that uncommon pupils have become more and more common in the VTuber design world. I'm personally like, I like them on occasion. I like them if they definitely add something to the character personality specifically. But I do feel like they would unnerve me a little bit too much to have constantly. You know what I mean? Like, it would feel weird to have it as like a constant thing unless the character really works to, like, if it really works on giving the character more personality. Like, we've all seen by now something about the amazing digital circus, right? In that one, I feel like the not really normal pupils, I feel like in that one they work because it is supposed to be slightly unnerving. Like, everything about that show is supposed to be like, these characters are definitely childlike and child-friendly, but there's something so ever slightly wrong about them. You know, like there's just something that isn't all that child-friendly in a way. Now I'm gonna add a couple of these things. Again, not because they are the best way of saying this is gold, but because I need something that I'll be able to change the color of in one keystroke. So unfortunately I do need it to be like a very simple portrayal of reflectivity, which is not like my favorite way of generating a gold effect, but it's better than leaving it on nothing. It's better than leaving it as a one simple color. Because one simple color cannot even get close to portraying metal reflectivity. So this is better than nothing. Kinda awful, but better than just leaving it as a flat color. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there for the pen tip. Then I would need something in the bottom. I need something in the bottom to even it out. Because it's definitely not feeling balanced. And it's in a way I really don't like it. I think I need to add a metal edge on the fabric. Like a hard metal edge on the fabric of the dress. For color balance purposes. Whoa, guys, you will not believe it. I feel like I'm kind of getting awake. It only took 2 hours. It only took 2 hours, but I finally feel like I'm a little bit more awake. Yeah, you're right, I don't believe it. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit more awake. A little bit. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. I feel like right now maybe I'm not awakening, but I am getting a surge of energy. So let me try and read the chat really quickly. Lear shenanigans strike again. When do they not? My idea for shoes is ballerina-like shoes, but the shoe entrance is shaped like a quill tip. If you have a drawing, do post it so I can see it later. Her eyes are now among us? They're not yet. Quilla Divine, a play on Cruella de Vil. The thing is, it doesn't read as Cruella de Vil to me. Divine is a pretty common name, but Devil and Divine have very different melodies for me. Bless you, thank you. It's ironic because she's writing a quill. What is ironic? What is ironic? Name, Penny. She does kind of have a Penny name. Oh, and because of pen. I get you. I get what you're trying to do. Penny. I like it. Penny Silverquill. She's called Penny Silverquill, but her friends call her Blot. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? It's so cute. I like that! What nose? I have a nose! I have a nose, guys! I read some of these things. I read some of those things. I read some of those comments. I'm just trying to find all the comments I didn't read. She gives off Kirby Dark God energy. I've never played a Kirby, so I don't know exactly what you mean. Don't worry, Ellie, you look sus enough. I don't look sus! Eyes look interesting. I do think I like the idea of giving her that otherworldly vibe in the eyes. I think you can have same eyes. I think you have same eye syndrome. Where? Why? Because I noticed that it's becoming more popular. The eyes are adorable. The shading is perfection. It's not even shaded though. It's not even shaded. I would love to post you an MV from Senyu Season 2, but I can't because all the cool ones are very spoilerific even without any text in them. But man, you wouldn't believe it's a super comedy show by looking at the actions bits. You wanted me to tell you if I like these shoes or those shoes. Ah! That's where... Okay. Wait. I remember what comment I was like, I don't understand, I'm so out of context. Okay, I'll look for it. This is not me rushing, by the way. I will never rush this way. I will never be able to rush that way. Oh god, I don't find it. I'm not finding it. I'm not finding it. Maybe it doesn't matter, right? Maybe it doesn't matter. The ones you're scribbling in the bottom look great for her. And then I asked which ones. And then you said something that I'm scrolling to find. That I'm scrolling to find. And I was like confused. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. If I choose it between these ones and these ones, I choose these ones. By no, I mean the ones with the circle in front. Oh, the ones with the tip. The ones that have no skin showing. Got it. Yeah! I got it. I now understand what you meant. For real, it's so rare to have a series which is bonkers off-the-wall comedy with the most random jokes, but also have a competent plot, great action scenes, and moments of tensions. A balanced show is the best kind of show. They didn't specialize exploding news since Oshinoko. They had exploded within VTubers before that, yeah. Haven't seen that. Which one has the weird eyes? The clown or the rabbit or the teeth guy? The clown. The main character has the weird eyes. Her eyes, she has two types of eyes. She has this type of eye, which is her normal type of eye, which has like this kind of shape, which is supposed to... I'm drawing it wrong. Wait, how is it? Yeah, it's sort of like this, right? Where it's supposed to be maybe like this, maybe it doesn't have a circle in the center. Right now I'm not remembering, but it's supposed to be like, you know, it's like a bouncing ball, like a circus ball. She's a clown, you see. She has a ball, a bouncing ball as an eye shape. But then if you look at it as well, it could look very like radioactive. And then she has the other type of eye, which is the anxiety eye, which is just like that. And it's fantastic for exactly showing what kind of mental state she has. It's great. It really gives you that feeling of something's really wrong, you know? You're describing the idea behind the character design of Oshinoko, but I feel like it had been gotten popular before Oshinoko. I think. I'm chilling a bit to stay in the stream still. No, don't anger your table mates. That's gonna be gold, wasn't expecting that. It could also be bronze. In girl with gold chestplate. It's less of a chestplate, it's more like it's supposed to be like the pen tip. Why gold and not silver? Because we have silver on this side. This thing, the rivet, is supposed to be silver. So therefore, this cannot be silver, or else it's kind of like redundant to have two different metal structures. Divine versus Devil. Exactly. It doesn't read the same way to me. Penny Silver Quill sounds solid. I like it. I like it too. Elyssia, my penny pun was a bad pun, goes and names her Penny. I think it's cute. I don't think it's like a good pun. I think it's a cute name. She's a goddess, but she has a family name, so she has a family, right? I don't know that she is a goddess. It's like an option, you know? It's like an option. Eyes are good. I think I like them. I think I like... The idea of a drop didn't work for me, but the idea of this is kind of working for me. Basically, Kirby is cosmic horror for kids. Nearly every game has some Lovecraft god trying to destroy the universe or some stuff like that. Really? For some reason, it doesn't sound right. You misread. You specifically gave a choice between this and this, so I chose this, but then clarified which ones I actually mean. Yeah, but like, you mean these ones. The ones with the circle. The ones with this circle. At the tip, right? So these ones. Yeah, okay, so I did understand it. Good, 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 good. Give me just another second, guys. I keep trying to like blow my nose because I feel like I'm talking super nasally right now, and I don't feel like it's improving at all. I don't think it's getting any better. Reminds me of a scene of Discworld. Did you get to the part where Vimes and Patrician are locked up? No, I didn't. And I stopped reading that book to read another book. But hey, I'm reading again. That's an improvement. So is this Quill like a magic broom? Yes, in a way. She's definitely like flying on it. She's definitely flying on it, right? So it's definitely behaving like a broom in a way. The question is, would anyone like... Okay, so brooms are for... In the world of witches, right? I think brooms aren't tied to the witch, right? If you're a witch and you know how to fly a broom, I feel like you can fly any broom, right? So if someone were to... This is gonna sound so weird, but follow me here, okay? If I was a witch and I was flying on a broom and then someone came, bumped me out of my broom and took it for themselves, they would be able to ride that broom, right? Because like every witch can have the skill to ride a broom, and the brooms, it's just like someone could come in and steal your car in GTA or something, right? But I feel like this girl is flying a quill, and I don't feel that anyone else would be able to fly it. I feel that this is a her thing. This is a she thing. I don't think other beings could come and fly her quill. I think she's bonded. I think she's magically bonded to ink. And that's why her hair doesn't have... Like, her hair is ink. And it's dipped in ink. But it's also just... It has ink. By itself, it just does. You know? That's the way I feel about it. That's the way I'm feeling about it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna have this be silver. I'm gonna have this be silver as well. For now, we can keep playing with metals later. I'm gonna paint the ink. Gonna paint the ink here. Maybe. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm liking that as a balance thing. And the quill and the bow. 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 I feel like the quill has to be this color. Like, it's a blue quill, right? That was the entire point of the character. I feel like if I don't paint the quill this color, it's just weird. Like, something wouldn't match. So it's the Quillical Magic Broom, it's the nuclear symbol, it's radioactive. It's, if you're talking about the eyes of the character, you really should check it out. Even if it's not your thing, it's like one episode. So if you watch the pilot, you will know if it's your thing or not. I thought that it was good. I thought that it was pretty good. And I thought that it has a lot of potential. And actually, I thought several people in this channel would like it. I thought Retouch might like it. I thought Crumpets will probably like it. It has enough weird vibes, I feel like, for me thinking about like Retouch liking it. It has that very unnerving, creepy vibe by moments. And Crumpets has recommended some really solid animation to me, so I feel like Crumpets is an animation appreciator like me. There's probably a better, faster way of doing this. Whoops. Whoops. I'm stuck doing it the slow way because I don't know. I mean, I do know. I do know. Fine, let's do it the fast way. No! No! I have... Where? 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 Wait, where is the hole? Is it here? Is it here? Where's the hole? Is it here? God damn it, where's the hole? There's a hole somewhere that's preventing me from doing this the easy way. And I have no idea where it is. Oh, I might be a stupid idiot. It's here, isn't it? It's this, isn't it? Probably. Oh, it was that. I was just being a stupid idiot. I was just being really, really dumb. Cool, okay. I should have done that from the very beginning. That was so much easier! my god! At least you do read something, I guess. I was really having the same thought process of that scene when you were searching for the comment. Oh, am I gonna remember this moment by the time I get to that scene in the book in like 3 years? Who knows? I say that as a joke, by the way. Next year, I won't be handling Dracula daily the same way, so I probably will get to reading other stuff. Probably. You know? Gold quills are far more recognizable IMO. You think it's recognizable as a quill better if it's gold? They won't be angry. I'm the DM of the campaign. Oh, good DMing then. Congratulations on finding a table that you can run. And also, well, actually, congratulations. The DM is someone who tends to find their crew easier than someone looking for a DM. Okay. Eyes. I need a layer for eyes. Which right now I'm gonna paint the same blue color, but I probably won't keep it. Terrible. That doesn't look terrible. And now I need like an extra color, but where is it gonna go for the ribbon? The ribbon is very, unless I do it silver, but silver is a kind of like a really bad color for a ribbon. Cause you don't want this the fabric to be metallic. Or at least I don't want the fabric to be metallic. So it doesn't feel quite right. You can have a more reflected fabric, but it doesn't feel quite right. It's a little bit too monochromatic right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna do like another accent color for the ribbon. We're getting into dangerous territory here. We're running into dangerous actually, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Wait, like the lid of an ink bottle. It's a different color, right? Am I completely stretching it? It wasn't a beach ball, it's pinwheel eyes with 4 red and 4 blue triangles. So it's still like supposed to give you that like beach ball pinwheel situation, but it also reads as radioactive. Wrong, Ellie, the broom can answer your call. Not this one. I think it's okay to say so. Vimes goes full effort to find a way to break out while the patrician just sits there reading a book enjoying life. Eventually Vimes does break out and then the patrician thinks to himself, maybe I should have told him about the key to the door, but he was having so much fun. I love that kind of dynamic. I love that kind of dynamic. This was me thinking I could just tell you which ones, but you were so into finding the original comment. You're right. You're definitely right. I also ended up ordering a Shaman King figure after all. Not the super expensive one, of course, that would be insane, but there was another one and it was on a 53% discount. Congratulations, let's go. The store really didn't want to allow me to pay on delivery, but I think I managed to bug it out and the order went through. Let's hope. What if it didn't? Just be mindful of that possibility. Tiara says, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Her mother is a cartographer deity and her father a historian archivist deity. She has a brother that creates structural blueprints and a sister that's an experiment in language creation and translation. That sounds fucking amazing. You are creating something so cool for this character right now. You're creating something extremely cool for this character. I actually kind of love this color palette we have going on already, like without even trying other stuff. But I do want to try other stuff. For example, let's save this as the OG colors, right? But what if I did this instead? What if I did this instead? Okay. Finding skin tones is so difficult sometimes. When you're used to just going for a specific thing, because I've drawn myself so many times. And now this. Oh, the blue ink wouldn't work all that well like that. Unless I change the color of the ink. Nah, what? I'm duplicating a folder and I have no idea where it's getting left. I have this folder duplicated. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. I found the folder. Where's the other duplication of this folder? I duplicated it so many times. Here, okay. Well, that's gonna look very bad if I don't actually try to paint it properly. That's gonna look very bad without shading and everything. Oh no! Oh, it's gonna suck. I need to actually shade it for this to look good. It's not working as well as I wanted to. It's just not working as well as I wanted to. And I think it's because I can't cheat it without actually like rendering and shading the stuff. Give me just one more second. Terrible idea, probably, but what if I try black hair? Vorador, I definitely really love your idea to the point that I think I... Huh? To the point that I think I want to save it in the actual, like, drawing. I'm gonna struggle so much trying to find this layer whenever I want to take it out. But I don't have the time right now. Right now, this is the time I have. It's saved. It's saved and that's what matters. Oh yeah, Digital Circus is great. Also posted gifs of main character on Discord. I knew it! I knew it would be something you liked. This is an odd one out, but kind of looked down on by her family because her domain is not very practical. I disagree. I think her domain is pretty practical. I think on the left between Quill and Dress. Huh? Are you talking about layers? She's the odd one out and kind of looked down on her family, but she has the best relationship with the... Ah! I lost it! But she has the best relationship with the humans. She hangs around them a ton and she's their most favorite Silver Quill. Abso-fucking-lutely! I'm still astounded you find a way to make Dracula 15 minutes of reading every now and then an excuse not to read. I didn't make it an excuse not to read. If anything, I wouldn't have read anything at all if it wasn't for Dracula. You know? Her weakness might be the rain. I think that could be it. If it's is there non-water soluble ink? I think. I'll be honest, half the time I just color pick another art for the skin color. It's insanely difficult. It is very difficult, especially when you're so used to, like, for someone like me who I draw myself a lot, like I'm used to drawing one character. So I tend to just, you know, go for that tone specifically, and everything else I'm just like, oh, now I need to actually think about what makes the skin tone. Now I need to actually come up with the actual values and stuff. This changed a lot while I was gone. I'm just playing around with some colors. Ellie, did you know you can use the color picker in Gartic? Not super useful because it wastes time while the colors that do exist work for 90% of the things. Yeah, I got told that during the last Gartic. I think you maybe had the tab muted so that you wouldn't get spoiled, but there were people talking about it, yeah. You have time limit stopping you? If you're talking about this thing, I could do another stream. Like, I could very easily do another stream, especially because this one was such a mess for me. Like, I was so out of it for most of the time that I think it would be better if I think it would be worth it to give myself another opportunity. I think that's better. I think that's a better tone. I was so out of it that I wouldn't mind doing like a little extra, maybe not an entire stream again, but definitely revisit it on some other drawing stream, because it just feels like I was very out of it today. Looks like we have to do the braid after all. What? Why? I could still listen. I could still give you the braid later on. Okay, I could. The gap. Oh, the gap on the quill. Yeah. You were right. Absolutely. You were right that it was on the dress. It looks like she killed the Twitter bird. Maybe she did. Maybe she did! I paused the stream and focused fully on my own design on Gartic. I know most people do not care, but in the end, Gartic is still about trying to get the prompt to survive from the start of the chain to the end, so I have to stay away from anything that can skew the result. Very understandable, very understandable. I did get the color picker thing told to me during the stream, but I didn't do it because of the time limitations. It's not the moment, you know, to go and get it's not the moment to go get a proper color or something. Do I want to try and change the gold for like bronze? Do we want to try that? It would be like a more red color, something like that. But I don't know that I like that. That is, once again, becoming a little bit too monotone, monochromatic, doesn't it? I think it would make it a little bit too monochromatic again, and it's probably not the best idea. Yeah, gold, I still like the gold better. I do want to find a way to make this alternate color scheme work. What do I have? The problem with this one is the hair. The problem with this one is the hair. The hair is just too similar to the rest of the dress, right? It's the problem is the hair, right? Not again, bro! Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the message, officer. Thank you for everyone telling me. I'm so tired of feeling congested because I keep doing this thing. Thank you for the super chats, Joshua and Snake Guy. Thank you. Thank you for trying to warn me of what I was doing. Oh, sis, welcome. My hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. She never muted again. I'm so sorry. Ew. Okay. What did I... Let me reread everything. Let me reread everything. She took all the good parts from Twitter. I agree. Guarding is fun for the chaos. Of course, try to stay on theme as house rules allow. But it's okay to have some fun with the prompts. I think most people try to just have fun with the prompts, right? Gold for sure. I feel the white hair was better. Can I suggest silver hair with a blue bang? I was applying that. I don't know if you heard me saying that I was gonna buy that, but I sure hope that you noticed. Welcome back. Did you wash your hands? You think I move away from my computer to blow my nose? Oh my god, did I ever post the gif of me turning the layer on my neon cat drawing on and off, which completely changed the expression? I don't think you did. I'd be interested in seeing that. Ellie, you muted. I know. I'm sorry. Sis, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. What bird did she slay for the feather? The Twitter one. She's in the song, not the structure. I'm not. I'm just stupid. Just sneeze on stream. It we got Moe. I can sneeze on stream. I don't want to blow my nose. I thought I closed the stream by accident. No, don't worry about it. It was just me. That's our snake. It is. You need a channel to Ashley. You need a channel to Ashley you from Stream Scuff only. Huh? Twice the tongue, half the talking. Twice the talking, half the brain. That's what I would say, honestly. Okay, so I would fill this up with the same kind of like blobby texture. I did have another idea though. I did have another idea that did not involve doing more ink on the bangs. Because as I was saying before, I'm scared that it would be too much, you know? I'm scared that it would end up feeling like too samey. I do still like her a lot. I do still like her a lot though, and I will probably keep working on her, but just at some other point when I feel like I have the time. Oh, that would make these things inky, which I'm not sure I like. I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I like that. It's ironic to me that you feel congested because it's spring there, so it should be hotter there. But I'm here suffering from a 13 climate, and I probably gonna need to talk to a doctor soon. It's the rapid weather changes, actually. They've been, like, my weather has oscillated lately between, it's so fucking hot, what do you mean it's not summer? And then the next day it rains, and it's like, oh, I am freezing now. So that's been like, oof. You know, that's been kind of like overwhelming my system. I noticed, but I meant a single bang, not the ends of the hair. Oh, yeah, because this is not working. This is not working, so I'm gonna just... Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna... I'm gonna do something like this. That's kind of cuter. That's kind of cuter. Today's been snowing and sunny at the same time. Do you get some sort of special rainbow if that happens? Okay, where am I in the chat? Where am I in the chat? Osiris, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I think the tiara should stay gold, but the flower shouldn't be blue. That's not a flower, it's an ink bottle. So it's blue because it's the same color of the ink. Papa, it's okay, abuela. I just missed on the stream and being on Moe. I read that one. I read that one. So we don't resort to super warnings. You never have to resort to super warnings. Let me make this clarification, because I feel like I've done it before, but I'm gonna say it every time. You never have to resort to super for like warning me of things or trying to get me to read that message faster, because of the setup that I have right now, it's very unlikely that it will work for that. So if you're spending your money so that I will read it faster, I don't want you to spend your money uselessly, and it's not going to make it so that I see it faster, you know? So I don't want you to have to do it because you think it's going to help me read it faster, because it's probably not gonna happen, and I don't want you to be disappointed in that. Also, you noticed that I meant a single bang. Is this what you meant? I think that's kind of cool. Probably not with this shape on the top, but the idea, I like the idea. It is on art now. I'll watch it later. For chat to warn you. It wouldn't work though. It would not work because I wouldn't get a notification. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't get a notification, and it would be the same. It's just, unfortunately, the best way that we found so far has been Steam chat. Because that one, for some reason, actually pops up on my computer. For some reason, that one actually does pop up and, like, shows up in a way that is entirely unmissable. I think the short hair was already pushing the line on too much. Now if we did it mannequin style, that wouldn't be too much. But I honestly would even reduce the ink a little bit from the short hair. I feel like it's already kind of like as short as it can be. But I can play with that later. Long hair looks great in all ink. But short hair gets overwhelmed. I think I still really like it. Single bang does sound more reasonable. I think I like it like this. I do think I like it. It's not here yesterday, sadly no. Aw, no special rainbow. Damn it. 3 welcomes. Hi, did I welcome you 3 times? Did you know that Mage-chan was originally meant to have pink and brown hair? Then I went, that looks great. Oh, it's Neo from Ruby. Well, back to the drawing board. I think you had told me. I didn't know that it was that you had stopped yourself because of Neapolitan. I would encourage you to not let that stop you, because as I have proven with my very existence, people will see similarities regardless of what you do. Regardless of what you do, you're gonna have someone going, you remind me of X person. So it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. You're not gonna stop yourself from designing forever just because most things have already been designed. To be completely honest, if you wanted to find similarities, you can always find similarities with other stuff. You can always find similarities if you really have the intention to get to find them. Alright, I think that shape is fine. I do want to try something else though. I think this is not bad, but the white hair was not working for sure. The white hair was not working. However, what if brown? What if this specific tone of brown, let me find it. What if this specific tone of brown that is very non-saturated and it barely, like, it has a very gray kind of undertone to it. No, grayer. I want it to be grayer. I think that's cute. I think that could work too. Light brown or blonde? Yeah, light brown. Like a little bit of light brown. I think it breaks the monochromatic nature of it. Single bang is a lot closer to the Manakun vibe. Well, I do like how it looks. I don't like the shape that I got here, but I can keep experimenting with it later. And I can experiment with this bang as well. I can experiment with making it this bang. Sorry, excuse me. This one. I keep struggling with the actual shape of it. I keep struggling. It's weird because I keep struggling with just the shape of the top of the ink. Which shouldn't be that much of a struggle, but whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. Don't worry about it. I'll just look for some tutorials on how some artists have synthesized the ink filling. The feeling of inkiness. Just really... Okay, that could also work. I don't know. I don't know. One super is going to grab her attention. We need like 5. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not what I mean. Sure, pink satin tight. I'm certain that's always gonna happen. I love that you stretched it so much just because you didn't want to say Mia. I love that you stretched it instead of just saying Mia, which you know is what I was referring to. You can also draw Ellie with yellow hair because Super Saiyan gem and clothes intact and it results in Lena? Lena doesn't have yellow hair. Oh, you mean because of the Garlic? Yeah. Now she just looks like a normal human. She does lose a lot of her elvishness. I could give her, like, bigger ears. I could very easily do, like... You look too human. Let's stretch this out a little bit more. Sorry, girl. Your ears are getting stretched. You look too human. Could this work? Probably not, right? It's probably not really gonna work. But you know, you have to try stuff. One has to try stuff. That's the entire point of this stream, is to try stuff. And now we truly have to go, and finally the last member is arriving. Okay, have fun. I hope the table goes well. I hope you all have fun. What, you wanted me to call Mia Ginger Ellie? No, you know that I was referring to Mia though. You know! I really want to post a webcomic one day. Senyu and One Punch Man are a great example. You can do awesome comics with doodle drawing styles. But it still feels very overwhelming. But I really want to though. That's because like drawing comics is its own skill set. Like you have to keep composition of the page in mind. It's no longer just the composition of one drawing. You have to compose the entire page for ease of understandability of the actions, for also like guiding the eye around the page in the way you want to, for leaving enough space for the dialogue boxes. It's an entire different skill set. I do have to say that a part of what is stopping me is that I would compare myself to my favorite series, and I know I can't write this well. You could also work with a writer as well. That's always an option. You know, there's always an option. Oh, wait. If this is not working, listen, hear me out. If this is not working because she lost all of her eeriness, how about I give her silver eyes? I think that fixes it. Or not fixes it, because there wasn't anything to fix. But I think that gives her the etherealness back a little bit. Slightly better, I suppose. So not good enough yet. Not good enough yet. I do think the colors of the dress are like there. That's the colors of the dress, right? Like that's the colors of the dress. We have this. We have this, which I don't know, something about it I don't like. Something about it, I feel like it's still too monochromatic, and I think it needs a little bit more of a warmer color, which is why I think the brown works a little bit better for me. And then of course this one, which I didn't manage to get working, but I think with proper shading, it would work. I might actually work on this and then bring it back to you guys. Because I am interested in what I can do with this. I am interested in trying to get her to a place that I'm really, really happy with her. I just don't feel like today is gonna be the day that happens. Let me try one last weird thing out of nowhere. I don't think this is gonna work, but what if I just try to match the ribbon a little bit? Not entirely, but what if I gave her like a redder kind of thing to match the ribbon? A redder tone. Yeah, I don't think that really matches anything. I don't think that's really like all that good. Trial and error for a reason. I do a lot of trial and error, yeah. They are more obvious that way at least. If the etherealness was failing, you know. Fine, girly looking Alice, have it your way. Who is Alice? Who even is Alice? Slightly better. Yeah, the eyes. I know when you type that. Fun fact, Haruhara Robinson worked for Shonen Jump before switching to doing webcomics, and his ribs cracked from the amount of work Jump put him through. Great he managed to be successful as indie. Yeah, that's terrible. The industry is not like the greatest. I offered you a chance to join me, Ranker, but you left me on red. On what? That does look better. The silver eyes? Yeah. Hiroiki Taikei Shaman King also said that it wasn't until he was no longer associated with Jump that he realized that you're not supposed to wake up on a pile of hair. Yeah, the industry is not the best over there. But I think I'm gonna leave it for here. I think I have an idea of where we're trying to take the color combo. Like, it's not seeming like there's gonna be a lot of experimenting to be done, because the dress kind of works this way in a way that I don't think it would if I swapped things around. I still will swap some things around and maybe show you the rest of the progress, not live on stream, but like through polls and Discord posting, probably through posts, through community posts and polls and stuff. But I don't know. Right now, I just don't really have a lot of time to work on this kind of off-stream stuff, where I have some other off-stream stuff that is a little bit more time-sensitive? Question mark. So, but I do have a strong idea of who she is now. I do have a strong idea. She is Penny, and I'm gonna write this in like some fancy ass cursive, but I do need to take my time with that because it doesn't come naturally. I had to draw every single stroke carefully because I don't write in cursive normally. So it's kind of like a struggle. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to write. She's called Penny how do you do a V? Whatever. Silver Quill, and her friends call her, but her friends call her Blood. I like it. So I'm probably gonna keep thinking about her and thinking about what my options are. And whenever I have a new idea, I'll try it out and I'll give you guys some update somewhere. Also tonight, sorry, while we go to the chatting screen, which I'm not gonna be chatting a lot, I don't think today, because I'm really feeling off with my. I feel so congested. Talking is actually kind of annoying right now. Has been for a while, but it's been getting harder and harder to ignore it. So should I just reset that? I'm gonna reset that. Boom. Alright, there we go. What was I saying? Yeah, tonight, I don't think I'll have the time right away, but after, like, tonight-ish, so for some people, you're gonna see it tomorrow morning, I'm going to decide on the watch-along day, and I'm gonna post a poll for the watch-along movie. Not a lot of suggestions were made on this round of suggestions, but not a lot of suggestions had been made on the previous round, so we are going to have a couple of suggestions, and I'm throwing my suggestions in the ring as well. And then I still have to figure out exactly how it's gonna work, but at least we'll have a date and a movie. Yeah, we'll have a date and a movie. So, but I'm gonna post that like tonight because I don't think I'm gonna have the chance right after the stream. There was a round of suggestions. What I mean is like for the memberships opening, which is when I promised the watch along that I'm doing, I did in the channel for membership goal suggestions. That was the place to like suggest movies for the watch along. And then you, Ranker, suggested things back then, I think. And then on this one, I also said, like, if you have a movie to suggest it. But not a lot of people. Yeah, the first round was back then. Yeah, indeed. This time, I did say, oh my god, what the freak is going on outside? There's so much noise today. I don't know if you can hear it. I hear a bunch of noise. Not me catching myself on a swear. Look at how refined. What is going on? Anyway, I do not think it was very clear there's a second round of suggestions, to be honest. I did say, like, if you have any movies you want us to consider, suggest it, which I don't think I need to make it an official, like, rules bound suggestion like thing every time. Cause some people did say, hey, how about we watch this, you know? George Gogo, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Ken was offering me a chance to join his comic effort, but I indeed ended up leaving him on red and just remembered it even happened. But yeah, it wouldn't really be of help with that project. Sorry, there's just a lot of things happening on the street right now. I wouldn't really be of help with that project. It is really hard to take on projects that are so... Like, there's a very high level of commitment in that kind of project. No one writes in cursive normally unless they're pretentious or full of themselves. I don't know, maybe some people maybe like it. Some people maybe like how it feels. No? Cursive is an absolute must here? Really? Interesting. Pretty sure that writing with a quill in non-cursive is a federal crime. Watch me! Actually, I do have a quill. Wait! Wait! Would anyone be interested in, when I do member streams and I do handcam? Would anyone be interested in watching me try out a quill? Because I've never have tried out a quill, but I do have a quill that was bought specifically for me. Because I'm like artistic and like I like that whole romantic gothic vibe of like the quill and well, it's not exactly romantic gothic because I think by the gothic era they already had... No, they didn't. Did they? They didn't. Quill? Gothic? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, like the whole romantic gothic Victorian era. I'm just adding eras because I don't know exactly what. So, would anyone be interested in like watching me try out a quill for the first time in a member stream? I just remembered that I never actually opened it. Pretty sure that writing with a quill in non-cursive is a fair crime. That's how you do it. We'll see about that. We'll see about what? About what? Pleepy Ellie? What is a what do you mean, pleepy? What is that adjective? I've never heard of it. Tide Trooper, welcome and hello. How are you doing? Goodbye! What you're saying is goodbye, not hello. Holy shit, what's my problem? Tide Trooper, goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a good day. I hope you continue having a good day. And thank you for being here. And my brain is not working, so that's the goodbye you get. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, what is wrong with me? You watched Redline yet? I don't think so. Let me Google it just in case, but I don't think it sounds familiar. Redline movie, I guess, right? Redline movie. I'm not recognizing the poster. Is it a 2009? Is it 2009 movie? Cause that's what I'm getting. It looks animated. There's a guy with like a really stupid delinquent hairstyle. Is that the one? I have not watched that. I can't believe Ellie just came out and said that her chat is annoying to talk to. No, I didn't say that. I said I am feeling annoyed talking because of how my face feels right now. A bit late because I had to do something elsewhere, but I came to say hi. Hello, George Gogo. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Have you watched A Silent Voice? Yes, I love A Silent Voice. It's a great movie. 10 out of 10. I think I watched it twice. Possibly. It's one of the few mangas that I've read as well. I'm not a manga reader because I get stuck watching the pretty pictures instead of just actually reading. But I liked A Silent Voice so much that I watched it once, then I watched it twice. Then that wasn't enough. Then I needed to keep consuming it, but I wasn't gonna watch it a third time, so I read the manga instead. I love A Silent Voice as demonstrated this stream. Touche! Very touche! That's a good one! See, you don't need puns to make good jokes. I have a quill too. That actually sounds so Eurytage. That actually sounds extremely, like, it fits so well. Usually Ellie has no trouble turning out the sound of jackhammers and the like. No, it was a helicopter, at the very least one helicopter trip. Then was it an ambulance? Police? Something with a siren. And then there was another siren or some, I don't know, there was just a lot of noise. Sure, why not? Sure, go practice calligraphy. You will for sure have a couple spills. Oh, absolutely. I trust myself to be that fucking clumsy. I write in cursive. I can barely force myself to write in print. If I stop consciously thinking about it, I will immediately slip back into cursive every time. Interesting. That's very interesting to me because I really don't think I've seen people writing in cursive, except for like doctors, of course, who write on their own eldritch kind of cursive, right? I do not think I have used a quill myself, but I did definitely hear reviews of it, making it a lot more natural to write fancy than it is with a pen. When I say quill, by the way, I mean like feather quill, so I've never touched one of those. Yes, oh yeah, quill art stream. Okay, I'll keep it as an option. It's just sleepy but cuter. Pleepy. I had never heard of that. I had definitely heard or used. I always use Slimpy, which should surprise no one who has seen and complained about my Age of Mythology thumbnail. Like, I usually, when I feel like I'm super sleepy and I'm in that mood of like wooing it a little bit, I'll go like, I'm so sleepy. EP is the one that I've heard from the internet and everything. Well, I invented it, so I'm not surprised. Ah, that explains it. That does explain it. Okay, goodbye again, Chai Tripper. So normal brain situation then. No, so much worse than normal. Just so much worse than normal. Anime movie with guy with hair. It's goated raising, amazing animation. I've never seen it. I could write it down myself to make sure that's gonna be in the suggestions. Let me go write it down myself. Because I'm not gonna remember anything that gets suggested on the chat, on the YouTube chat, because I'm gonna check the Discord channel and the notes that I had from the previous channels. From the actual first round of suggestions. I do not see a difference between this and a pun. This is why my sense of humor is connection-based. A pun is specifically a joke made out of two words that sound similar but have different meanings. Like, that is specifically the definition of a pun. Like, you know, I heard there's a lot of bears in this forest. Oh, hiking in this forest must be unbearable because, you know, bear means animal, but also bearable sounds exactly like bear, even though it's written different, and so like it's the same. You get it, and then like I don't know what does freaking I don't remember. Like yeah. I'm trying to remember the puns that I always read about when I'm trying to explain what a pun is on Google. Like, what do you say to your baker date? I loaf you. Because loaf of bread, but it sounds like love. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. To my brain, that's semantics and not actually a different kind of humor. It's an entirely different kind of human. I love a silent voice as demonstrated this stream. You're recontextualizing my comment. That is an example of recontextualization humor. You're taking my comment, the entire concept of my comment, and you are giving it a new meaning based on what I did on this stream. But you're not making it about what it sounds like. Not really. You're just making a joke about something I did based on the concept of me liking this movie and the title. What do you say to your baker wife iced to meet you? Oh, because of the icing in the cookies? That one is stupid. That one isn't even a pun. That was just... Yeah, so a pun? No, because it's not related to the literal meaning of the word or to the sound of the word. Like, you're not making a joke about the sound of a word. Ellie really scaling her brain for information, trying to define a pun. Was that supposed to be a pun? What is it supposed to be on? I do not actually believe people dislike puns. It's just what they say. I dislike them. I legitimately dislike them. This thing reminds me of this thing. It's funny. But that's not the definition of a pun though. It's not that this thing reminds you of another thing. It's that this thing sounds like another thing. That's the entire definition of a pun, is this thing sounds like this other thing. Or this thing is spelled like this other thing. Because it can also be about spelling. It's either about phonetic sound or about spelling. That is what a pun is. What you just did was not at all related to either spelling or sound. Which makes it not a pun. It makes it a funny connection, recontextualization joke. Helicopters and sirens sounds like they found you. Your neighbor must have finally reported you. Oh no. It's a stupid and unnecessary definition. I highly disagree. I highly disagree because, like, I don't like puns. Legitimately, I don't like puns. What you just did, I found a funny joke. It's not a pun, it's a joke. When you're trying to use categories and labels, you're trying to get them to specifically so that like it's a shorthand to talk to someone else, to communicate with someone else. If pun has a strong definition and you use pun as a synonym for any kind of joke, when someone says, I don't like puns, and you are using pun as a synonym for joke, to you, that person is saying, I don't like jokes. But that's because you are not accepting the definition of pun. What they are actually saying is, I don't like jokes that rely specifically on the spelling of a word being similar to a different word that has a different meaning, or the sound phonetically of that word this being similar to a different word that has a different meaning. That is the definition of a pun. That person who said, I don't like puns, was trying to say that entire thing, and they're using a shorthand. But you're not using the shorthand in the same definition. Not any kind of joke, recontextualization type of joke. But recontextualization is different from pun. It's a different type of joke. In fact, recontextualization might be one of my favorite type of joke. It's just not the same as a pun. Know some fun facts? Silent Voice lost to Boss Baby to the awards, but the awards don't mean shit. We know this. We know the awards don't mean shit. Sleepy. Sleepy is also cute. Pun. A joke explaining the different possible meanings of a word, or the fact that there are words which sound alike but have different meanings. Exactly. A pun is the height of intellectual comedy. The problem is that it's based in linguistics, and Ellie... Oi! That's not true! Loaf is closer to loath than love. Yeah, but it can work both ways. Good puns are clever wordplay. I don't think you can make a clever pun when puns are literally just like, this word sounds like this word. Isn't that funny? This word spelled like this word. Isn't that funny? Puns are stupid. I also very often use misheard type of humor. I don't know what misheard type of humor would be. I've heard the argument that people actually like puns but pretend to not liking, and it's wrong. Some people like it, others dislike them. Like me, I don't like them. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye, Retouch. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed, even though it was like a very lackluster art stream. I hope that you have a good night. It's not a pun because I liked it. I'm not saying that though. Pun has a very strict definition. People don't like puns because puns have easy, low-hanging fruit or stretch hard to make a pun work. Exactly! Exactly! This is more fun than trying to teach Ellie math. But Nomi, you definitely, like, you hit it on the nail. Puns tend to be the lowest hanging fruit. It's either like, lol, this word sounds like that word. Or, lol, this word is spelled like that word. And that's it. And how am I supposed to find that funny? I stand by what Nomi said. People that say they don't like puns but laugh at them like to excuse themselves by saying that was not a pun. But pun has a very strict definition, guys. Why do you hate puns? It's a pretty punny thing to get upset about. See, that was pathetic. That's supposed to be a joke? That's supposed to be funny? Huh? You just said punny instead of funny because it sounds similar, but it's different meaning. Where's the joke in that? Jesus did puns. Puns are great. If it's a reference to the Bible, I don't get it because I haven't read the Bible. Ellie's just begging for punishment at this point. I hate you. But they're punny, yes? No, they're not. They're not punny and they're not funny. I love this type of humor, but this imaginary subcategory of the very same thing, I hate it. It's not imaginary. There's a definition. We humans and humanoids need... Like, what's the point of language if it's not to communicate? Pun has a definition. You can Google it. There's a definition right there. You are just choosing not to accept it. I truly believe that the only case where people for real do not think it's funny is when they do not understand it. There's no misunderstanding here. Punny. It sounds like funny, but it has a P because pun. Do you get it? Yes, I get it. Where's the joke? also believe puns do have the ability to be made well with cleverness. If there is a clever pun, I haven't heard it yet. Shut up, I wasn't referring to you. I meant that in general. I already have no idea what you're talking about. Ellie, all kinds of humors have better and worse jokes. Yes, but I have never heard a good pun. Ever. Ever. I did not. Punny means small. Puny! You means puny! Sorry, it's really hard to read the right word with English having no phonetic consistency. Puny means small. It's a small things to get upset at. I thought you were making a pun with funny. Ellie's quickly becoming a pundit on this subject. Is that supposed to be a pun with bandit or something? There's a shit ton of definitions that are absolutely worthless. But if you refuse to accept a definition that is like straight up the definition of something, you are the one who's not using the word in the same context that other people are using it. Damn it, I was gonna say that. You were gonna say what? But Ellie, by your definition, punny is not a pun. Yes, it is. Punny sounds like funny, but with a P because it's a pun. Get it? It's a pun and it's funny, so it's punny. Cause it sounds like funny. See? Was that hilarious? Did that make you laugh? I've heard a lot of good puns, some that made me laugh, but they are rare. I have never heard a pun that made me laugh, I don't think. Puny was both a pun and an actual statement about pun hate. I didn't get it because I read it as punny. My favorite branch of puns are ligmas. Break my PowerPoint, what don't ya? It's not cleverness, but straight silliness that gets me giggling. I do think when it catches you off guard, something that silly and completely out of context can work. But in my case, it's a very low chance that something like that is going to make me laugh. I think ligma style of puns or jokes have a very specific context regarding them, especially because I'm a streamer. Like, it feels like an entirely different category for me. I don't know, it feels like so connected to streaming for me, because I don't think I had ever heard a ligma joke before I started getting into the world of streamers. So in my brain, they're like completely interconnected. To me, again, this is a me thing, but ligma jokes have like an entirely different vibe to me. They have a streamer vibe. They have a gamer vibe. Specifically. Yes, but you didn't say, but didn't you say it has to be the same word? No, it's, okay, the definition of a pun is like, this word can be interchanged by that word because A, it sounds similar, or B, it is spelled similar, and that's the entire joke. The joke is unbearable. It's written in a way, but it sounds exactly like bear written on a different way. Therefore, if I change the spelling of bear to be the animal, I am making a pun. It's funny, see? Because I'm trying to say unbearable, but I'm saying it with the opposite spelling bear. Funny. No, it's not. I loaf you. It sounds similar to bread. So loaf of bread. But it also sounds similar. Sorry, it means loaf as in bread. But it sounds like loath or love. So if I changed it, this phrase, I love you, and I put this other word that sounds similar, that's a joke. Does puny sound like funny? It does when I read it like punny. Punny. Funny. You notice it's the same freaking word, but with one letter difference. And also, don't forget, it's either about phonetic sound or about spelling. Puny is a pun because it literally spells pun, but with an extra letter. This conversation has given me a terrible idea. I don't wanna hear it, officer. Nothing on this is even relevant to the topic because it does not change the fact that the pun is still a recontextualization joke, which is what my type of humor is. We are arguing about squares and rectangles here. We are arguing that you're taking pun as equal recontextualization joke, where pun is a very specific type of joke. When I say I don't like puns, I mean I don't like puns. When you make a recontextualization joke that isn't a pun, I say I like it, and then you say, but you don't like puns. I'm like, yeah, because that wasn't a pun. The best ligmas I've heard were Mind Goblin and Lobotomy. Very well done. Those would be very well done because A, they are not very well known, like Sokon or what is a very well known ligma, obviously. There's another one that I'm forgetting right now. Those are very well known, so everyone expects them. But Mind Goblin and Lobotomy are, like, on the one hand, not words that you would use on day to day, but also, like, yeah, I don't know. I appreciate a well done ligma joke, but I have my reservations with some of them. There, I did it. Oh, you did a line. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's, yeah. Ooh, it's been way too long. Let's go. Half the fun of ligma jokes at this point is that they don't make sense. I have my reservation. Ligmas are also in the realm of making bad names for people to say out loud, like, yeah, Ben Dover or Hugh Jazz. Hugh Jazz. There you go. It's hard when someone rhymes words and calls it poetry, but galling when someone does it and calls it comedy. I understand now. I think it needs a lot more than just rhyming to be considered poetry, don't you think? I wonder where the line should be drawn. You did it. You drew it. Okay, Ellie, you should go to sleep. I do want to go to sleep, but I also... You're wrong. The only joke like that I found funny was the legendary Greek warrior Bophides. Have you heard it before? You mean Bophides nuts? Of course I have. What the freak are you talking about? Apparently it was drawn on the Discord about 20 minutes ago. Drawn on the Discord? How do you expect me to see it? The original statement, I do not see a difference between this and a pun. This is what my sense of humor is. Connection-based, this thing reminds me of this thing. It's funny. Yeah, but recontextualization is not equal to pun. Recontextualization is an umbrella term, and a lot of recontextualization jokes can be really funny. But puns specifically, which has a very strict definition, I find extremely boring. Extremely unimaginative and boring. Now, let me say one last thing before I go, actually. I'm sure when the first pun was created, that was the most imaginative thing ever. I'm sure that was like, oh my god, what the fuck? How did you come up with that? Unfortunately, after you've heard it the first time, it is literally just the same thing over and over, which makes it the least imaginative and least creative thing ever. Thank you for drawing a line! Dragon, get out of the party. Yeah, the dragon these nuts I actually don't like at all. I have opinions about it. I'm also cackling to myself because I looked up a list of names like Ben Dover. I really like Wanker. Wanker. I get it. And Erickson. Okay, that one, those two took a minute. Those are good. Both of these had a strong, very similar to that story, very similar to that of Achilles. Like Achilles, he was bathed in the river Styx as a child. The Styx, like Achilles, get both of these near invulnerability. Ellie will stay awake for another 16 hours before she concedes this one. She will die on this hill with her eyes taped open. I will die on this hill. Of course I will. You know that's my thing. You know that's what I do. I die on hills. That's like what I do. So they're still not relevant to your original statement, and you should still go to sleep. It is relevant because you can't make a joke like that, and then when I enjoy it, tell me that I enjoyed a pun, because it's not true. Unlike Achilles, who was vulnerable in the heel, I should learn how to read, Bophatis was vulnerable in the groin. You know how you've heard of Achilles' heel? Well, now you've got to see Bophatis' nuts. That's a very long way of getting to both of these nuts. That's a very long way of getting there. I love both of these. Gotta be my favorite character in Hades. I wonder if that video was the first time that I heard both of these nuts. I think maybe not. Fucking hell, George got me. How? I said both of these nuts like 5 minutes ago when he asked about both of these. Oh, maybe he had already written this by the time that I was reading the first message. Ah, maybe. Enough opinions for today, Ellie. Man, the one time where you actually try to get Ellie to care for herself, you can't pull her away with a bulldozer. Stop coming up with your imaginary barriers. It's not imaginary. It's on Google. I appreciate the commitment to the gag that George had. It is good commitment. You did have good commitment to the bit. Let's applaud that commitment to the bit indeed. I feel like I'm saying my words super weird because I'm so congested. So I'm gonna go now. At least you go to the bottom. I did get to the bottom. So thank you everyone for coming. I'm sorry that this was basically a just chatting with a little bit of art. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that you have a wonderful night and that you sleep well, and thank you for coming. I'm gonna be here tomorrow for Bioshock, but don't forget that tonight I'm probably gonna do the last poll about the watch along, and yeah, don't forget to stretch, don't forget to drink plenty of water, don't forget to try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours, and most of all, be kind to yourself and others, okay? Take care, my snake shifters! Bye-bye!